Tonight I'd like to talk with you about immigration. For more than 200 years, our tradition of welcoming immigrants from around the world has given us a tremendous advantage.
Once you realize you're undocumented, and for those who know it their entire lives, you always live with the fear that immigration is going to come and take your family member. And until I was older, I realized what a big fear and a reality it was, that growing up, you don't know what immigration is. You're a little kid at school. My name is Astrid Silva. I was born in Mexico and I was brought to the United States when I was 4 years old, and I've been living here for over 20 years.
Now, tomorrow I'll travel to Las Vegas and meet with some of these students, including a young woman named Astrid Silva. Astrid was brought to America when she was 4 years old. Her only possessions were a cross, her doll, and the frilly dress she had on. Still, she mostly lived in the shadows until her grandmother, who visited every year from Mexico, passed away. And she couldn't travel to the funeral without risk of being found out and deported.
My grandmother passing away was the moment where I just decided that, I couldn't keep hiding, because at that point, you're taught that what you did is wrong. You're taught that your parents wanting a better future for you is wrong. In the media, in everything, you're just told that what you did is something you should be ashamed of. And I think at that moment I realized my parents did this so that I could have a better life.
And today, Astrid Silva is a college student working on her third degree. Are we a nation that kicks out a striving, hopeful immigrant like Astrid? Or are we a nation that finds a way to welcome her in?
I know that the reality is that there is a Congress that doesn't necessarily support immigration reform, but I think that they need to realize that for the betterment of our country, we have to pass an immigration law. They have to realize that they may be against people coming here without documentation, but they don't know how the system works to where people have to come here. Waiting to come here based on a sibling visa takes up to 14 years. It's just, our system has been broken for so long that people like my dad, who were coming here the right way, they're locked out of it because of something that a system that's not structured correctly. To me, I have every single ounce of my body that's going to fight for him to not be deported.